Hello everyone. This is Sullivan Adams, me giving you my latest live reactor video on Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan, episode 2, season 3, entitled Pain. This, continues off of what happened last time. Uh, if you watched the episode, then I'll give you a few spoilers. If you want, I'll put a link to it in the end of this video so you guys can see what happens. And so we'll get to see we'll get to see our old friends and see how they're doing after the last skirmish they just went through at the end of season 2. So they find out a little bit more about the Titans, their secrets, what lurks beneath the walls, Eren's new powers, they're trying to adjust. However, things are starting to move against them, they're trying to get control of Eren's powers, but to no avail. Pastor Nick has been killed, and the crew has been jumped by this mysterious force. They were in gas guns. The person leading them is Kenny the Ripper. And he has a connection to Levi. I've read the manga. I know how all this occurs. I just don't want to spoil it for anybody. Especially, but I think it's better if you read the manga so you can get a full feel for the story. That's what I kind of did after the end of season 1. I wanted to learn more. So I read up to the part where the chapter and the anime and the manga connected, where they ensued. And everything's interesting. I like how everything went. The manga always had me on my shoes, and the anime, and the anime always brings that to life in its own way. For me, I always liked anime like that. How they take action, animation and stuff and bring it to life from the pages of from the manga, and they follow the story exactly. Sure, there may be some exaggerations and some flair, but you guys get the point, right? You know, Anyway, let's get started on the episode. Seeing how our band of heroes handle this new force that's coming. Remember, this arc is also the most hated arc because it's the human versus human arc, and we get to see less Titans, But I think it's a good arc because we get to find out more about the story, more secrets, and other stuff that's revealed. Anyway, let's get started on episode 2 of season 3, entitled Pain. Here we go. He's grown and he little of a change at all. Ooh, he just threw his blade right. Kaboom. That nearly took his head off. You gotta love Levi for being such a swift badass. Oh, here comes the opening. You know, I mentioned it before. I mentioned the opening in the first episode. Oh, this opening is like different. It's not by Link Horizon. They did the first 3 openings of Attack on Titan season 1, the first two for the first half and the second half of the season, and then there's also season 2. Those were very. I love the hard rock and hard theme of the episode of the music when you hear it play because you get to hear the rhythm. I like the hard rock of it. While this one, it's not exactly a different ending. It's more like slice of life, happy feels, like more of an adventure story. While Attack on Titan is not that kind of like that happy series. It's more like very dark and gritty, action packed, and it can be very very gruesome. Uh, Red Swan, that's the name of the opening. Red Swan, that's the name of the song. You know, for me, like the opening and the ending, they're different. I think I like the ending better for certain reason. I guess because I'm a fan of more simplistic, more tempo-based music than I guess the more soft note ones. Pain, episode 39, gunshots. Oh man, they've been exposed. These guys. Ooh, he He got them both. Just one shot. 20 darts. Oh man, they're both knocked out. That dude is. Oh, these guys, all three at once. Let's see. Levi. Yeah, they did. This is what I was talking about earlier. I really like how they make the pages come to life. You get to see more in the anime than you do in the manga, how they become more flexible, especially with the animation. Flashbacks to Levi's past. That's good. you know. Ooh, man, they scratched it. Oh man. Whoa. This dude is like Spider-Man right now. That dude is I'm calling welcome to our establishment. Man. I'm calling Levi the Spider-Man of Attack on Titan because the way he's fluidity in his movement and how bad I found it. Um, this this guy's a bit wound too tight in his head. Let me tell you serious. Now you're one of the plenty of things kids like you wouldn't understand. It's already hard to believe you older now. I'm looking forward to uh, you talking out like this. Didn't I ever tell you what happened to a certain class? Man, they're surrounding the building. They're gonna probably kill everybody inside just to get to Levi. You know, got, there's got to be a reason. Yeah, Scott, I think so. Uh, Whoa! That old man had a shotgun. A chair. Oh, right in his face. Or is it a stroke? Oh my god. Oh, killed them both. Gunshot. You gotta live it. You gotta give it to Sasha. She has good instincts. Right? Not just Titans. You know. Mika's is going to hell. Uh, actually, you got me good. Alright. Okay. My dream's getting further and further away. Kenny. Oh, oh man. Levi. Oh man, super hesitant. Kill. Got it. Oh man, he's standing the kill on the moral circumstances, man. I like how Levi he just used the used the jets, from his ODM gear as weapons. Levi he won't hesitate to kill no matter what, and that's because he was taught by Jimmy. Oh, knocked out. Don't move. Damn, John. This is not the time for subtlety. Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh, oh man. That was capital mortuaries. What is it? Nothing. Can't. No, Histotia. Fantastic. Loving question too much. Well, no, in the first to deal with just, that dude. Mortuaries. Yeah, take action. They do have a history of the change. Love or despair. Because the definitely future, they are not. Who deserve who will you trust? With nothing to do. I like how Arwen is just giving him chill. Amber, like I always do. I like how he was giving that military police guy the chills. What happened? I'm sorry. Man, Armin is calm. Oh man, Arwen was the one who shot her. Oh man. It's been a while since. Oh shit. They lost him. You know. Those those guys in that deep cave, in that deep tunnel, had the advantage with their guns, with their gas guns. It's kidding. Oh, I didn't. No, sorry. I was the one who shot first, basically. It's because the other person hesitated, I guess. I guess about the thought about it. I guess they both hesitated at the time. Like one failed to kill the other, and the other one felt the same way. They were a nice person, more human than I was. Oh man, Armin. He's probably got driven to the breaking point. Like he's never killed before. on your hand. Can't go back on what you were. Yeah. Embrace the new, embrace the new year. Honestly. Yeah, telling him that you saved your friend. If it was, he wouldn't have killed him. Yeah. How to die. He did save someone. It was a hard choice, and he thanked him for it. Basically, if you hadn't done what you did, your friend would be dead by now. To be hunting other people. Next time, you actually the one with the wrong. Like right now, they're trying to question themselves, and they have only a guy. Yes, this is the guy from season one who delayed people. Timo Reeves. Basically, he's trying to deal with this guy to like help us because you got all but nothing to lose but your life. You know? Yeah, yeah. It's a military police. Ooh, uh, these guys. Ah, they use the old man. That's pretty funny. Mm. Find your future. Bet on. Basically, if you yeah, they're gonna torture his ass if they really. Why you at? Ah, they gotta make that. They gotta make that bastard scream. criminals now. Oh, uh, yeah, we're fighting. We're killing to eat us. Let's- Oh man, we're not good people anymore. You know, our hands protect the peace. Teacher, teach me. Basically, there you go. You monsters. Uh, I have the kid, the piecing on the walls. They're always justified, but it hurts this much. Why torture me to death? But staying alive of mine. Basically, he's willing to die. Time for a break. Mm. These guys did all kinds of dirty shit, basically. Oh man. Ah man. His faith. They broke his faith. They played him like a fiddle. Mhm. This is a true royal family. They don't know the truth. A little bit. Ever. Next turn to P. Can they? Oh no. And to the royals. It's his story. God grace. Yeah. That's him, Rod Race. Sorry for everything. It's, uh, that was crazy. Uh, let's have to get down to the nitty gritty. You know, I, let's say we're gonna get secrets revealed. You know, I like the melody of it a little bit, but with the harp and those kids. Nice. I like how they use it as for Historia. Overall, that was a good episode. Well, I wish there was more. I know I'm an episode behind. This is episode 2 of season 3, and they're already up to episode 3. But when I get the chance, I'm gonna do it. I promise you. I will do it. I will do all the episodes when I get the time. I will do all, and I will do reactions for all of them when I get the chance to. I promise you that I will do reactions for every single episode when I get down onto it. Overall, this episode was very good. I enjoyed it because good to see the beginning, the action. I love how Levi, how ruthless he is. He's like Spider Man when it comes to his move. It's the way he uses the uses the end of the ODM gear to hook up the people and just toss them aside. Like how Spider Man grabs somebody with his webbing and just tosses them like rag dolls. And Levi, he's not hesitant to kill anybody. He's gonna kill you no matter what who you are. If you get in his way, you're a friend or foe, he's gonna kill you. A girl's past. See, to change the kingdom from the kingdom. Once to see whatever you remember of the past of his own old story. So the actual episode is called Old Story. Okay. Oh man, that was sick. I loved the episode overall. I loved it because we get to see Levi moving around like Spider-Man, just kicking all kinds of ass. As you know, we get to see how this whole thing changes. Like Historia and Eren were captured. How the people moving against them, the military is still moving against them. And we get to see Kenny and how ruthless he is. And he's a bit psychotic and a bit loopy. And the relationship he has with Levi. What he does. He's going to use that to his advantage, especially when he's going to help him accomplish his mission. It looks like they're getting moving forward with the story. This is kind of some of the stuff they should have done when season 2 came out. They should have done that, but they had to end. And in a different way. For me, as a fan, I would have been better if I think I would have saw something like this way back when. If they had continued this, they do this as like 25 episodes like they did in season 1 instead of 12. We would have gotten this part directly after what happened with the Titans. It would have been an epic moment to me. But they had to wait a year and stuff. They're probably gonna give us the whole 9 yards with everything. For me, I enjoyed it. The action. And one of the things I gotta love is when it comes to it's their moral center. Like for example, like Armin, he killed someone to save John because John hesitated, but so did the person to kill him, that girl with the gun. And Armin, hesitating himself. Mikasa, also made a decision. Remember, she killed someone when she was only a little girl after they threatened to kidnap her. After they kidnapped her and murdered her parents right in front of her. So and Eren did the same thing as a little boy. He killed people too. He killed people as well. That's something you got. That's something they gotta know. Like some of them have killed, and they killed Titans, but those Titans were also people as well. Oh, this is a major turning point in their story because it's about like people versus people arc of the Attack on Titan. But it's also going to lead to secrets revealed. Stuff about what's happened, the true story of what's going to happen. For me, I can't wait because I want more. I probably feel like I should just do like episode 3 right now. But as you know, like it takes time and to edit a video and to do this right. I'm also want to do this when I have time for it because I'm not on YouTube all the time. But this was a great episode. Seeing everybody as everybody makes their move, especially the torture scene. Like everybody to huddle up together. They're trying to do their best to understand the situation. And those gas guns. Levi. He was. I think who was the MVP of this episode? I gotta admit the MVP, in my opinion, it was Levi because he stole the show. Because he did everything right. The way he outmaneuvered his opponent, used his strength to his advantage. He only got away with just a couple of scratches. Amazing, he barely got shot at. And the way he uses his and opponents, the bodies of people that going to kill him against him. The way he did it, the way he used them. That was probably one of the best moments they had. For me, I enjoyed it. And me because John, Armin, and Sasha, everybody, they're up against a new enemy. And new enemy. So for me, and they're not prepared for this. They stumbled on some deep stuff. And secrets are about to be revealed, especially what happens next time, because of details about Historia and details about Armin Smith. And remember, like, if you don't know the secrets of how how Hayase Isayama based the character like that. Apparently, he took a dab into historical lore and based Armin Smith on a colonel in the military of the Nazi. Basically. Yes, I said Nazi, but that's how he came up with the character. He based him on someone who was ruthless, Nazism. Even though he's not a bad guy, he's willing to do anything to achieve victory. You know, and he based a character who was based on the Nazi Party, basically in a way. A cold, ruthless, calculating, basically. And even though he missed he lost an arm ever since the last skirmish with the Titans, but things are going crazy, especially with the reveal that Eren and that Eren and Historia have been taken, and also the reveal about the conversation between Ymir, Bertolt, and Reiner about who Ymir really is, about what happened. You know, those secrets are about to be revealed the next episode. For me, I'm just so hyped. I'm very, very hyped, and I know you guys are as well. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed watching. This is Solanaris giving his review on Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 2, entitled Pain. See you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.